Welcome, everybody. I made a last minute call. Clouds are still kind of hanging on. So I decided to do a quick last minute chase for the sunset. We'll see what happens here. Since I'm going out last minute, I'm going to go to the spot I was at last time. We'll check that out and see what happens. Should be interesting. He might get lucky out there. Sorry, I'll be able to see the chat in just a second. I see someone jumped in already. Good to see you. Hang on, I'm getting there, slowly but surely. Literally just ran out the door, threw my gear in the car. Had a couple things in here, but I had to add a couple more. Whew. So, we've got some good clouds. I kind of wish I had been out earlier for a time lapse, but we'll see what we get. I've got about I don't know, maybe an 8-10 minute ride tops, hopefully. Because the sun, she's going to start diving on us quick. So we'll see how all this goes. $351, how are you? Hey, I saw your comment earlier today. Hope things are okay your way. Welcome to the craziness of running out to a sunset. It's still cold, too. All right, where are we here? We will see how it goes. I didn't check before I left is how all my batteries are doing, so this could get interesting in a hurry. I know I changed one out, so let's see how this camera's doing. Come on, where are we at? Okay, I've got enough juice in this one to get me by. Let's see how this goes. So like I said, this is going to be a few minutes to get out to where I need to get to. Driving right into it at the moment. But that is okay. As long as you can see turn signals, right? We are driving dead west right now. I can't even see the screen. So I have no idea what you're looking at. I got the sun on my face. I can see a little better. Hold the camera up and block the sun. That's how you do it. Alright. Tip my visor down a little bit there. Alright, I am in Wisconsin at the moment. I'm going to be for quite a few moments in the next 2 weeks, it looks like. So, that's the rumor. The river's looking decent. Still cold though, I'll tell you. It's 38 with the lows tonight, just saying a wind chill of 10. So we'll see how all that plays out. be close when I get out to the spot to pull over. I was doing sales calls today and did actually stopped at a couple thrift stores, and I did purchase something today, so wait till you see what I found. Kind of fun stuff. Alrighty. Hey Rock, how are you? Good to see you. Oh, good. The rain's finally moving out on you down there. It's been a strange year, that's for sure. 71 week, 20 the next week. This morning was in the high 20s. It's 37 right now. I had to remember to throw some clothes into the car so I didn't freeze when I got out to the spot to shoot. Let's see if I can remember the road to turn on. That might be a challenge. So once I get out here, we're going to turn south for about 2, maybe 3 miles, and then turn west again and get to our spot. Just providing I don't mess this up. Well, at least we know we're going to get a sunset. What kind we're going to get, that will be another... you know what, I just thought. I bet that flash card is full of my other camera. Damn. Just thought about that. Well, we'll know when we get out there. I know this is not the turn. We get a little ways to go yet. There are some good clouds going, so we might get a good time lapse of what's left in the day, so that would be cool. Last time I did the time lapse, it came out really good, but I had a problem with the tripod, so I brought the... Of course, it's windy, so we're going to see what kind of movement we get with Gary here. The wind is whipping pretty good today, so it's making it feel colder. Plus, it's going to make having that tripod stay stable a little tougher. Got a couple of them with me, so we'll see. We should get out there in time to get a few minutes. You would think with the time change, I'd get my ass out there faster. But I was busy running around. I didn't actually get back until about 5:15, 5:30, and I realized what time it was. And it was the clouds. So I went, yeah, okay, here we go. See, I almost missed it. There's a driveway. Hey, the driveway's going to get me there anytime now. Matt. Let's see. I believe it's the next road that goes left. Come on. It's gotta be coming up. So, right over there for you. All right, here we go. Now I've got the right road. Now we're going to angle back. So the sun will now be on our right-hand side for a short bit. That won't be in my face. All right, let's roll down this county road. Also watch out for critters. Not so worried about the train as I am about, geez, I couldn't see any ones down that track anyway. And if you're wondering, I do own all the road, by the way. Just till the next car comes down the hill. Watch it going up this hill. Now, when it gets dark, I'll come back this road just because it's not really all that wide. I'm gonna go further back down, cut across. Which I guess I should actually think about. Anything coming up here? Nope, we're good here. Good there. All right. Get down here, turn right, and go right back into the sun. I think this is the right way. County, all right, perfect. Nothing coming at me, but that's okay. Here we go. Yeah, we're cutting it a little close. I should have been out here an hour ago. But and I toy around with it. I really wanted to come out and even do this tonight. But I'm like, yeah, you know. If I don't, it'll be a good sunset and I'll be wanting to shoot myself. So I get up here and do it. Alright, we've got enough time for the sunset. And we're going to have to figure out what the deal is with my other camera if the card is full. So, no one behind me. Good deal. Man, you cannot see if there's anything coming up this hill. That's kind of dangerous. Alright, well, let's get positioned. We've come here before. Last couple times we've come to this spot. Let's turn you right into it. Boom. Park. Get the time lapse going right away. Turn that off. Good sunglasses is definitely, definitely there. All right, now sunset. Huh? Been some movement in the last 2 weeks since I was here. We're going to have to see how the sun goes down. If it goes to our right, it might be down over those trees. And I'm trying to figure out if maybe the church is not a better area to go. Oh well, we'll see what happens. Let me get. Jeez, windy, windy. Good thing we don't have smell-o-vision going on. They fertilize this field. Oh. Windy, death out here. All right, let's see if we get battery left in here. Yeah, but my card is full. I hate that. Whew. Exactly, it's going pretty quick. My concern is I haven't been here for a couple weeks, and I think it's going left to right. So we're on park right now. Maybe we may be SOL. Maybe I can move the car over a little bit. Give us a little better look at it. Yeah. I know. Let's just see here. Let's see if I can give you a little better look. I've got a little margin for error here. That might be a little better, but I am worried about those trees. So we'll see how it goes. God, is that annoying. I know. take annoying for 200, Alex? Fine. Trying to figure out one dilemma after another here. All right. Let's see here. Let's see another flashcard then in this car. Wind on the hilltop is brutal. All right. Luckily, I did have a sizable flash card with me. Guess I hadn't downloaded the rest of the trip photos from this camera. So, all right. Let's just see. Oh, getting it right there. Yes. Now we'll have plenty of room out here. Let's get it off of there. All right. That card is formatted. Let's protect this one. Now we're set to rock and roll. One day it'll be warmer when I come up here. I swear it will be. What happened to our good clouds we had? It's getting down there pretty quick though. All right, let's see here. Oof. I'm not going to say it smells like crap, but it smells like crap from the field. Oof. Smells like you fertilized it today. Yikes. Cold and smelly all at the same time. Wonderful. Yeah, I think it's going to go hide behind the trees. Sure seems that way. Well, 2 weeks. It's been at least 2 weeks since I was here, since I was on the road, so entirely possible. I just don't want to lose any battery. I'm firing that up for a minute. Yeah, the door's on, I know. $36. What the hell am I doing out here? This is better than some of the blizzards I used to go travel in and shoot. So I really shouldn't complain much. And luckily my tripod is not getting blown over. Just gonna weight it down. Yeah, it's gonna go right behind that tree a little bit. Might give us a good look though. But definitely I'm gonna have to, if I come up here, I'm gonna have to go over to the church and set up on the edge of the land over there to get the angle. I'm facing dead west. No clouds tonight. I'm kind of bummed. I was kind of hoping we had great clouds this afternoon. I thought, all right, this is a shot. And there were still a few about 40 minutes ago, but all of a sudden, temperature's going down and they're dissipating a bit. Well, they're just not here. They're in the other direction. No, they're dissipating. There's not a whole lot of them left. Some behind me. I gotta find a warmer hobby. Take up bowling or something. Forget bringing water out here. I gotta bring brandy. This is crazy. That's it. I'm turning on the heat. And the heated seat. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, it's going behind the trees, but it's not a bad shot. Kind of diffuses it a little bit. Yeah, you can still see it a little bit. Let's see if I can enlarge it for you a little bit. There we go. I was kind of hoping for some color change. I don't know, there's enough moisture in the air. No clouds to diffuse it tonight, which kind of sucks. Does that focus it make it worse or better? It's almost like you can see it visually just moving. Because now as it gets closer. So we're going to have to find a new spot. If I come back out here. So that means I'm trying to think of a couple lakes I can go to. Let's see what I get out of here. We're getting a little more color on screen than what I see. But oof, cold. Let's say further down the road. A ways though, there's clouds. Almost need to have to run over the Mississippi River one evening again. I got some great sunset shots a number of years ago. By luck. Luck and timing. It's all it really comes down to sometimes. Crazy weather. Jeez Louise. Tripod hasn't been blown over yet, surprisingly. Yeah, I'm an hour behind you. Yeah, the color's getting good. I kind of wish I had a barn that was going behind right now, but the trees are kind of helping diffuse it a little bit, which is good. I'm hoping the wind's not howling too much and the time lapse will look okay. The only problem is I don't have any clouds to help it out, which I thought I would for sure. Yeah, we're going to start losing it in a minute. I think we're going to see color changing. You'll see me turn to a blue for the cold air. Ay, ay, ay. All right, I'm going to walk over here, back to the field, and hold my nose. Yeah, make sure to get back in the car proportions. There we go. That's better. I kind of like that one. Oh, that turned out good. That turned out good. All right, now we get those trees are helping. Man, is it cold. Jeez Louise. Yeah, I see. Okay, I see the tower you're talking about. Yep, that is a pretty tall tower, isn't it? Yeah, we're losing part of it, but it's diffusing it, which is good too. Yeah, I'll upload some of these photos too on the community page. Also on my Instagram too. Let's see if the sky turns any color. We're getting a little color out there. Man, oh man. You can see a little bit of it here. If I move over where I have the camera doing a video, you see more of it. So now we know. I'm going to have to move over to there's a church next to me. I have to move over to the church parking lot and bring the stuff out to the field. Getting a little sky color. Yeah, it's almost down. I see just the top of it hanging. I got some good shots though. So there's some trees in front of it. Another set of trees. So I think we've got a couple good shots of that as well. Oh, damn. Yeah, isn't that crazy? 5 minutes. Now we'll see what happens with the sky. Oh, thanks for being here. Yeah, I try when I know it's gonna be a decent sunset and I can get somewhere. I like to run out here and try to get it to you, get a chance to watch it go down. I like it to be a little bit warmer, but you know, hey, it is what it is. Yeah, there's a little bit of color in the sky there, isn't there? Where's my? Am I sitting on it? Grab my other can right here. Huh? I knew you'd shit on me if I got you. Now I was waiting to see whether or not we get any afterglow. The only afterglow at this point is going to be me going home and having some brandy and hot chocolate or something. God, it's cold. And the color on the edge of those trees looks pretty cool. Turn it off for a minute. Let's just see what we get out of this. So now we know, at the moment, 7:15, it's down for the count. I mean, down for the count in a hard way. Back out we go for a minute. Yeah, we know the door's open. Yes, yes, yes. Blah, blah, blah. Right? Nah, I left the back door open just for that reason. Just for that reason. So far, knock on wood, I have yet to do that. I'm always scared with the rental chariots when I drive out because they only give you one set of keys and they don't have numbers, they don't have a number code to get back in. So that always makes me paranoid. Yeah, nothing like having the key in the car, door closing, and your cell phones are in the car. It's like, yeah. Yeah, that color's still pretty good in the sky. It's got nothing to reflect back up to, so I do have a concern about that. We'll have to see what happens. We will see what happens with that. So we got out here. We didn't have a lot of time. What did we have? Maybe half an hour? Yeah, well, I've got the numbers. I can get back into this card. God forbid something would happen. So that is the upside. And I left the trunk open too. God forbid if I had to crawl back through the trunk. So that's kind of a plus. Sort of. We are still sitting here. I don't think we're going to get a lot of color after the fact tonight. I'm going to just keep an eye on it and see, just in case. Did I mention bowling would be warmer? You know, that tower is pretty tall. Yep. Yep. I know, when you play in the afternoon, it gets to be in the evening, and you're trying to figure out, you're trying to get to the last hole, you can barely see anything out there. Twilight golf became real dark golf. I remember in winter in California, I don't know when I was in California, where the hell was it? In winter in California, or somewhere, we went out and played golf at night with the glow sticks and the golf balls. That's a little trippy. There are probably other reasons for that, but that made it very interesting. Did I mention that there was a... Oh, really? Hey, Alan, how are you? Yeah, I used to play golf next to a naval weapons station where they stored nukes. We always had a joke on the fourth hole. Hey, Robert, how are you? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. We used to have a joke on the fourth hole. Don't hook it, because if you set off a nuke, it's definitely a two-stroke penalty. Robert, hope all is well with you. Alan, hope you're not causing too much trouble. We're just out here watching the last remnants of this sunset. I'm freezing my butt off. Robert, I wish I was down your way where it might be a little warmer. Cold snap is in for a couple days. I don't think we're gonna. I don't think we're gonna get any. Sky color, but I could be wrong. I want to wait out and see. Now you're just bragging, Alan. Yeah, that's what I heard down that way. Thanks, El Georges. Yeah, the sunset was good. I thought it might be a little better if we got clouds, but as it got cooler, the clouds kind of dissipated out. So, you're warmer up there in Montreal than I am here. It's 35, I think, right now here. Wind chill going down to 10 tonight. I'm like, really? It did turn out good. Yeah, I was actually pleasantly pleased. We got some good photos, and I'm hoping the time lapse will look good. Yeah, seriously, it's supposed to get down to 10 tonight with the wind chill. I'm like, come on. Yeah, they have to be right, and they have to be in the air. It's like, where are they? They were great this afternoon. It would have been a great time lapse, which I thought about doing, but I was busy out running sales calls and stuff. So I didn't get a chance to do a time lapse. So, well, at least we got the sunset. The sky does look pretty decent. I wonder if I can get another shot of it before it gets... Let's see, we'll step out for a second. Oh, all right. Take the keys out of the car so stop doing that for you. Yeah, that's good. I'll take that. Actually, this might be a good place to come to a Milky Way time lapse at night. It's pretty dark up here. I could bet. Not a lot of lights. Note to self. Gonna come to Montreal to warm up. Crazy. Thanks, Robert. You too. Have a good night. Thanks so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. Now I put my keys in my pocket. Rain there tomorrow. Yeah, I'm trying to. We had rain yesterday here. Like for 2 days we had rain. I think the whole East Coast is supposed to get rain coming up toward you a little bit. So I picked a good week to get back here from the East Coast. I've been able to avoid most of the bad weather. This year in general, I've been pretty lucky. Whew. That's true. If you can hear me, oh yeah, I got a car open. Call this number. Now forget that. Call the delivery for the liquor so I got warmed up. Forget picking me up. Just bring liquor. Nice. Oh, the church has to have some, right? It's crazy. You can see the. Well, I'm just saying they have wine at the church, don't they? Somewhere. Probably have to do a confession, but whatever. You can see that tower light, can't you? I see it blinking. There's a cool little color swath going through there. Yeah, you can see it just keep going on and off. Kind of, I think it's partially because of that color. We can see it through the color. Yeah, it's a small country church that I'm next to. I'm actually by a little, yeah. Oof. I don't know what kind of church it is. It's a little country church. Small little thing. And unfortunately, the time to photograph that would be in the morning because the sun would be in the right spot. Evening, it's got trees behind it. Just, yeah. So definitely morning would be better for that. Well, we know if the stream freezes because we won't see that light flash. I don't think we're getting any more color now other than what we see. But it is getting a little higher in the sky, I think. Just kind of hanging out to see what happens here. I don't want to cut out on this thing last minute. Let's see if I get a photo from out here real quick. God, you guys are lucky you don't have smell-o-vision, let me tell you. Oof. What are you doing shooting me? What are you doing here? Really? I'm literally like 30 feet from the field and it stinks to high heaven. It's like, okay. Yeah, the time lapse, unfortunately, when it went back behind the tree, but I was over to the side far enough. Hey, NPP, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, it's down. And since I haven't been out here for a couple of weeks, it went down right in that first set of trees. So I'm going to have to figure out a new place over to the side if I come back out here again. It was last minute when I decided to come out here, but I did get a time lapse of it, so we'll see how it looks when we come back. Yeah, the aftercolors are still pretty good. That's why I'm letting it run. And it's freezing. I'm complaining to LG. It's warmer in Montreal than it is here. What's going on with that? Yeah, I think what is it up there? 42, and it's like 30s here. It's ridiculous. I was telling El George it's going to be down to with the wind chill. It's supposed to be like 10 degrees tonight, which is out of control. But then there's a lot of things out of control, so we'll just kind of go with that. Yeah, I saw that you had snow up there again. Actually, they had I think they had chain requirements going again, didn't they? Yep, this weather, it's up and down, up and down, I'm telling you. Someone's got to write Mother Nature a script for her meds. I'm turning the car back on, too. Get the heat going. It's definitely perimenopausal. Sheets on, sheets off. All right, thanks for stopping by, LG. Great to see you. You're so welcome. Glad you came out. Hey, Princess, pretty funny with John on last night, wasn't it? Now I'm sniffling great. Yeah, it was good. It was good. My schedule got so whacked out, but he left his open, so I think it was Saturday morning. That Saturday morning, I texted him and said, all right, I'm heading out of the hotel and heading down to him. I was only about 2.5 hours away, so it didn't take long to get down there. So we met up at the antique mall, hung out there for a while. I think I think we'll see him there more now. And then after that, we went to go grab lunch at pizza. So that was good. Oh, please. I'm behind in so much stuff, it's not funny. I'm doing all I can just to make sure my shirts are up every day. I'm trying to do them the night before. I still have so much footage from my trip. I was going to do a recap of the trip, and I haven't even had a chance to do that. Or the trip before that, or the trip before that. There's been too many. I don't know, I'm going to have time. Between that and hitting antique malls and thrift stores. Damn behind. That's exactly it. I know. Well, that's why I started that series on Tuesdays of going back, starting in 2020 when the card shortages were happening in the stores around the country, and I was traveling. That was exclusively my videos I was doing every week. I was getting a ton of views on them, and as I was going cross country and finding out what the deal was, it was nuts. So I've started replaying those one a week, so I've got enough content there that'll keep me going for quite a while. And then I wasn't doing Mondays, but I'm not sure if it's Monday or Wednesdays, I'm going to do a flea market antique mall or what I found or whatever wrap up for the week before. And then on Thursdays, I'll probably be dropping music. So that's kind of what I'm kind of planning to do, sort of. So, in my spare time, I'm trying to get this madness of a company to get it back together from the shutdown. Speaking of which, how are things? How are things at your place? Yeah. The good thing is at least you can schedule stuff. So what I, what I was doing was good stuff. How are you finding time to do that with work? But it's probably necessary after the craziness you're going through. I could see needing a hike every day after that craziness there. Stop jiggling the car for a bit though. Turn off the engine. I have 2 weekends a week. I kind of like that schedule. I mean, sometimes mine's kind of like that as well. It depends on what my schedule is for work. So, right now for the next 2 weeks, I'm trying to drum some things up here. So, try to cut down my traveling a little bit back east because it just gets so damn expensive to keep having to drive. And go out there for a week between hotels and rental cars and gas. That's good that you could do that. You can just kind of like step back a little bit. Yeah, we still got some color going. Let's see if I can move this over a little bit. Oh, it is. It's almost like I have to work a double week between the cost, which obviously I can write off, but still. Yeah, the sky's looking good out there. Is it out of focus though? Let's see if I can bring it back a little bit. A little bit. I was hoping more of the sky would get it, but we'll take what we can. I think my time lapse is done too. That should be kaputzed. I'll just go grab that real quick. Be right back. I'm taking my keys with me, so I'll lock myself out. I'll tell you what you're not missing. They fertilized the field today. Whew. Had to be today. It's too fresh smelling. Whew. That took us. Yeah. Right? Andrew, how are you? Great to see you. Welcome to the last part of sunset. How you doing, man? I was on the East Coast last week. Aren't you getting rain your way? That thing is not staying in focus. Let's shut this off, possibly. Andrew, you gotta be glad baseball season's starting. Yeah, I saw there was rain. Luckily, I got out of there. I was there week and a half out east, and I left last Friday morning early. Oh, I know you like the Phillies. And how can you not? You live right down there, so I mean, it's kind of crazy that you wouldn't be. Well, you're one of my. Oh, look at that autofocus. Let's try to bring that back in. Oh, come on now. Did you freeze on me? Nah. It's trying to come up. Let's see if I can bring it back a little bit. And let's see if that helps us focus. I thought it might. Sorry about that. Well, you're one of my favorite teams, Andrew. Any team playing the Yankees. Yeah, I lived there for how long? 16 years, whatever it was. And I never once went to Yankee Stadium. I didn't have the desire to go. Probably should have gone to Shea, but yeah, okay, I can kind of go with that. It's funny, Andrew. I try to bring this up a little bit because see, it's still out of focus in that close-up view a little bit. I went past Friday about what time was it? I guess I wasn't that far from John's place in Pennsylvania for the passes alive. I go by his place every. Well, actually, I drove through town a couple trips ago, but it was the middle of the day, so he was tied up. Hey, NPP, I have to let you know when I come out your way. I've been debating whether I want to come out and shoot or not. I have a couple clients in the Bay Area still, so I should really make a trip out there. But I'm really debating whether I just, with all the nonsense going on, just throw my stuff in the car and shoot my way out. Yeah, Andrew, I haven't had a chance to watch much of them either. I watched the Upper Deck '89 opening. That was about it. I will. I'll let you know what my plans look like. I used to come out a couple times a year. Yeah, I get that. I'm kind of in that boat a little bit too. I like the humor, but I needed a break for a while. Not from him, but just from some of the stuff anyway. Yeah, NPP, I don't know. I'm still debating about whether I want to do a drive and actually. Oh, they're really good. They're coming out. No, they're doing that in July. Is that when they're coming out? Because I don't know if I can do July this year. Because I think I may have an event, but they haven't told me where it's going to be yet. All right. I'm going to have to argue with you on that, Andrew. Best sunrises. I've had some great sunrises on the Jersey Shore, that's for sure. Definitely there. Down, Andrew, down on, when I have to go to LBI, whenever I have to go there and work, I'll try to go the night before. Because a couple of my offices are actually right on the Atlantic side. Literally like 4 doors from the beach. So I refuse to go there during summer though. I'll go. Except last year I got stuck going on Labor Day, so I guess I came onto the island about shady jobs I have. That's not true. Mostly, mostly true. Yeah, I think it was Liberty weekend on. What day did I do that? I think it was Saturday morning. I actually got onto the island like at 6:30. I stayed in Atlantic City, outside Atlantic City, in West Atlantic City, and drove up, got on the island at 6:30, finished by maybe 10:30. Then I was going the other way when all the traffic was coming onto the island, so I missed it. There's still some decent color in the sky, isn't there? Staying for a while. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of AC, but I end up having to work down there. So, you know what? It is. The boardwalk is okay. Yeah, I did, well, now I see the flashing light. That's in the red on the by the tree line. There's a flashing red light. We'll see it once in a while, and that's the only reason I know it's not frozen. Can barely see it. Yeah, Andrew, AC is a little scary for sure. Boardwalk is okay. Where that street is in front of all the casinos is okay. And then once you get past that, it gets shady, shady, shady. Well, for a second there, I thought it was too NPP. Like that one night when I came back to the car and the sun was still up, but the sun was down. No, this is the Midwest, Andrew. I'm actually in Wisconsin right now. Hence why it's like 35 degrees. It's ridiculous. I'm next to some guy's field that he just, just today, it has to be today. He went and fertilized it, so it's just, oh my God. You can just smell it. So I'm like literally 30 feet from the field. I had the camera right next to the field. So if I had smell-o-vision, we'd all pass out about now. NPP, I'll have to tell you about a story when last time I was there, and had a day in between clients, and I ran up to Napa because there's a couple of things I wanted to go get up there. I walked out. What winery was it? I don't know what winery it was. I walked out, and this guy was trying to do. I was doing photos of these women, and the guy completely forgot. He came to do his photo shoot, brought all the stuff, and forgot a flash card in his camera. I'm like, dude, really? So I went in my bag, and luckily I had a couple new ones, and I just gave him a couple of my flash cards and said, pay it forward. I mean, they're not expensive, so I just pay it forward and don't ever forget a flash drive again, as I can't trail you all over the country. I'm trying to think which one it was. Well, you try to help out when you can, I mean, crazy things happen. And I guarantee you he'll never not look in his camera again to make sure he's got. Why you only bring one? Why you bring no flashcards when you don't look is crazy. So I actually had someone who was part of, who was working for me. A couple of, what was it? I had one of my bigger clients actually. He was going to do a shoot because I wasn't in town, and he arrives at the client, and what did he forget? His camera. I'm like, really? Seriously? Yeah. Oh yeah. And it was a good client. Luckily, we got past it, but yeah. It's like, ay, 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 ay. How do I don't know. I mean, I've spaced out a couple of my lights before, or when did I space out no light stands? But I made it work. There's always ways to make it work. You can always modify, but You can't forget your camera. I have no idea how that happens. I'm just like, really? How, And he's a pro. He's been doing this for a long time. I'm like, dude. Yeah, he was. Yes, Wisconsin. That's exactly where I is, Andrew. Cheese curds, cheese everywhere. I actually, I'm gonna do. I did a video late one night. I went to the supermarket. You wouldn't believe the cheese aisles, I should say. Both sides, it just goes on forever. It's crazy. Crazy. I've never seen anything like it. In a regular supermarket, not Costco. It's just insane. Fresh cheese curds MPP where they still squeak. Warm. Yeah, cheese aisles. Both. All right, so I did a short on that probably a couple months ago. And I think I had early, no, and it was funny. I was walking through the aisle. They had Pink Floyd on, and it was "Wish You Were Here." So I ran video of it because I had to. Oh my God! I'm in the cheese aisle, and every day for 3 weeks. Yeah, and listen, when I first came back here a few years ago, I was in the supermarket. I was like throwing all kinds of it in the cart, and I'm like, oh wait, I live here now. I can come back any day for cheese. Yeah, and there's a ton of different kinds of cheese curds. I mean, that's the other crazy thing. Depending, there's a place about half an hour from me here that has all kinds. They're like probably one of the top cheese places in the state. And but their cheese curds are out of control. And then what is the place up north? I was hooked. The stinkier, the better. Oh, Andrew, there's a place by NPP you would like then. They make Camembert. NPP, help me. What? Where? I've been to it before. What the hell's the name of it? Is it up toward Petaluma? I'm trying to think what the heck it's called. Great stinky cheese. The Camembert cheese place that's up off of 101. It might be. I'm trying to think if it's by Petaluma. Not to go home and look. Think about it. Yeah, they were when I was living there back in the day. They were one of the first places that was doing Camembert, and they were just getting it up and running, and it was an awesome place. Andrew would love that stuff. Yeah, yeah, they just do Camembert cheese. At least at that time, they were just doing Camembert. I just can't think of the name of it. If I can remember it, if I can figure it out, I'll let you know what it is. So I have to think about it. I got there from 101. That's when I was living in the city, so I'm just trying to think where it was. Yeah, I have someone on the East Coast, one of my clients that had never had cheese curds. And I took him to the office. She tried them. And now every time I come out, she like places an order for me to bring them with me. And her husband, it's like you too. They have no plans. Hey, Andrew, it's not that horrible. Come on now. Get in the car. It only took me 17 hours to drive home from Jersey last Friday. I took the long way. Man, did I ever take the long way. Because I wasn't sure what the snow was like going across the Great Lakes. So I cut south. Started at 7:30 in the morning and got home, I don't know, 11:30 at night. It was brutal. Brutal, I say. But I made it. It is nice. Where in Southern Illinois, Andrew? Yeah, it's a chill trip. Definitely in PP. Most of the time, that's why I drive most of the times. It's just they won't let me fly the plane. Like an hour east of St. Louis. All right, kind of know where it is. Kind of know where they are. Yeah, we won't talk about me flying planes. Yeah, there's a couple stories with that. Trunk is closed. All right. Just wanted to make sure my trunk was closed. Oh, we still got a little color going. Definitely going back a different way than I came. Hey, Bert, how are you? You're just catching the tail end of the color. Thanks for stopping by. Hey, Bert. So, Dean and I were talking. Are you coming to the Bay Area in July? Is that when you're heading out? There's enough lights out here. I might be able to get away with some sky photos. Lots of waterfalls. Yeah, there you go. Especially up north. I think we're about out of color. So I think we can keep chatting. I'm just gonna start to chariot up. You went to mid, so like Madison? No, that wouldn't be mid. All right, we're gonna steer away from the sunset here. Take this back to normal positioning too. Good to talk to you, Andrew. Thanks for stopping by and saying hi. That was great to catch up to you. One of these days when I'm in Jersey, we definitely gotta hook up. Try to go grab a Sammy or something. Or do some card hunting. Yeah, it hung in there for a while though, Bert. It was pretty decent. It held in there for quite a while. Longer than we thought. No. I got my focus glasses on so I can focus the camera. It's like, yeah, that's not gonna help me drive. Neither of those. Great. Is anybody in the car? There they are. I see them now. No, those are my sunglasses. Those aren't going to be helpful now, are they? I got a backup pair right here. Just make sure we're not running into any critters while we're out and about, shall we? That's no. Oh, look, there's a highway. Where'd that come from? Kind of fun to drive on these country roads at night with the lights on the farms, too. That's a big operation. I'll have to catch up on the chat. I gotta figure out a way. I think I've got an idea how I can project the chat onto my windshield so I can actually read it there. It'd be a lot easier. And not distracting, right? Yeah. What will jump out in front? Let's watch and see. If you have dinosaur on your bingo card. Oh yeah, absolutely. There's a way to do it. I've got a couple different ways that I could do it to make life a lot easier. I don't know if you were watching last week when I had the guy who passed me on the right in the shoulder a week and a half ago when I was driving down by Gettysburg. So like, when's the last time I had that happen to me? He passed me on the right shoulder, and then, if that isn't crazy enough, I had the event that I covered last Thursday night outside of New York, and where's that train? Here we go. And I'm leaving the event, it's about 10:15 at night, and another guy passes me on the right. I'm like, wait, twice in a week? Is this possible? It was nuts. You know, that area, there's a couple of towers of lights that might be a problem. I was trying to deep sky shots from out here. Oh yeah, it was crazy. I did a short on it. I got the guy passing me on the shoulder, and then he cuts over to the far. He gets past me, past another guy, cuts into the left lane, and cuts back into the right. It's like, dude, really? And that was the afternoon. Yeah. Yeah, that one. And what's weird is YouTube went and limited my ad suitability, limited my ads on that, and called it for ad suitability. I'm like, why? That was a dead deer. Okay. If you have dead deer on your bingo card, cross it off. We have a sighting. Yeah, they limited my monetization of that video. Of course they did, because it went viral. So, I was like, I don't really care. I'm like, whatever. People are nuts. Who's texting me? What's going on? Railroad tracks. Watch out. Choo-choo's coming. Seems to be okay. Nothing but a freight train. Yeah. Craziness everywhere. feeds. Well, it is pretty dark, isn't it? No doubt about it. Country roads. Oh, that's a good idea. Backyard lives, that would be good. Yeah. I don't know if you saw the, wasn't this last weekend? No, I'm trying to what weekend it was. I'm so confused with times because of being on the road for 2 weeks. It was oh man, when was it? One of the days I was in Maryland at my hotel, and I was up a little bit, so I had a good view of the sky, and it was really cloudy, and there's some gray clouds. So I took my phone actually and taped it to the window and ran the stream that way. Worked out really well. But it was pretty humorous. I'm going, I got to get high up on the window. My phone holders aren't going to work. Can't use my laptop for it, so what am I going to do? So I have my gaffer's tape that I carry with me everywhere. Said, you know what? I'm taping it to the window. So I taped it to the window, taped the power cord so it wouldn't run out of power, and just ran the live right from there. What the heck, right? I did that during one of the snowstorms too. I taped it up to the window in one of the rooms in the apartment. I figure it's not going to go anywhere if I use my phone. Didn't want to use my cameras. Where are you turning, pal? Left up here. Oh, okay. I guess you can't turn left. You find some pretty ingenious ways to do stuff. I have a couple different holders for cell phones I can use. But, and there's ways you can use your car seat, actually, if you're going to use your cell phone. Depends whether they're using a camera, cell phone, or whatever, but there's all kinds of ideas. I should probably do a video on that, actually. Now we're down to 34 degrees. Come on, really? It's March, man. I went to the ice cream place and I got ice cream midday, too. It was warm enough. No, it's like, forget it. Yeah, sometimes, you know what? They're everywhere. I mean, I remember in Jersey one Sunday morning. Where was I going? That's when I was living there. And I'm on the roads. It's 4 lanes. It's 2 lanes. Then they have a center aisle with stores, and another 2 lanes going the other way. Some guy was going down the wrong side of the 4 lane highway. I'm like, really? Small white car. It wasn't me, man. I don't have a small white car, so I know it wasn't me. Maybe sometime I'll tell you about one of my flying incidents. Yeah, it was a long time ago. Young and stupid. The FAA was not happy with me, but that's another story for another day. Alrighty, you know what? I'm going to wrap this puppy up. I'm getting back into town, pull myself together here. I'll upload some of the photos, and I definitely want to see how the time lapse turns out. And try to upload that probably tomorrow. Probably won't do that tonight. At least that's what I'm saying now. And I'm not sure. Wednesday night, who's live tonight? Thanks, MPP. Thanks for coming by. I'm really glad you did. Thanks for coming by and saying hi. I'm going to see who's live tonight. I don't remember who, if anybody is. Someone's live, but I just can't remember who it is. So have a great night, and I will catch up with you in one of the live chats, I'm sure. Thanks again to everybody who came by. Much appreciated. Have a great night and stay warm. 34 degrees. Take care, everybody.